Good evening. My name is Lucia Amtenya, and I'll be presenting my public lecture about the feminism theory in educational leaders, understanding the gender issue in the Namibian education system. I'm sorry I couldn't record with my face on. I don't know what is wrong with my computer, but I'm just doing the voice over the slideshow presentations. Now, the concept of feminism. Feminism is the belief in and advocacy for equal rights, opportunity, and treatment for all genders, with a focus on aiding and challenging the systematic inequality that women face. Okay. When we talk about feminism, some people just focus on the word feminism, which I think is delivered from female, but feminism does not necessarily mean women only. It means it is for everyone. But what is feminism all about? Feminism is all about achieving equality between men and women. It challenged sexism and it fight against gender discrimination. It gives everybody equal rights, opportunity, and respect regardless their gender. It's not about making women superior to men, but leveling the play field. All right. Now, how does feminist theory applies to education and educational leaders? These theories challenges gender bias in curriculum and pedagogy to ensure that presentation of women voice, contribution, and experience. It critique male-dominated knowledge system and promote inclusive teaching method that validate diverse perspective and learning styles. It promotes equity and leadership by challenging traditional hierarchical models that favors males. Traditionally, males were chosen to be leaders, so feminism challenged that. It empowers marginalized voices. For example, in schools, all students or leaders, principals, HODs, regardless of their gender or race, feel valued and heard. It resists patriarchal structure by creating equal opportunity in hiring. So when there's an opportunity for hiring, we don't look at gender or traditional structures or hierarchy that this one must do this one. It give equal opportunities when it's come to hiring. Now, here's a comparison between a feminist to masculinity leadership approaches within 5 categories. The first category is power and hierarchy. In feminism challenges hierarchy and it values power sharing and collaboration, while in masculinity emphasize hierarchy, control, and authority. The next category is communication skills. The feminism leadership approach is encourage active listening, empathy, and active dialogue. While in the masculinity leadership, it's direct, assertive, and competitive. And decision making, the category of decision making. In feminism, leader promotes consensus building and collective output, even if it takes time. But in masculinity, it's quick, decisive action by a single leader, mainly a man or sometimes a female, because there are also females that are using masculinity approaches. And goals, the category of goals and value, integrate values such as feminism integrate values such as care, equity, and community input. While masculinity approaches, it measures the success through performance, competition, and results. The workplace culture in a feminism approach leadership, it aims to create collaborations and supportive culture that uplift marginalized voices. But in masculinity, it can lead to a competitive environment that reward dominance. If you are dominant, you get rewarded. So there is too much competition in a masculinity leadership approach. Here is another femininity versus masculinity based leadership in education. It more or less like the other one, but this one focus more on education because it has leadership structure, discipline approach, curriculum style, communication, relationship culture, success metrics, and teacher support. You can just go through it because it's more or less like the other one that I explained in the previous slide, but this one is more tailored to education system. Now, the connection to the real life situation in Namibia with regard to the boy child. Most feminisms and feminist theories only focus more on the girl child, but it turned out that the boy child is neglected. So here are some of the feminist ideas in Namibia and the impact on the boy child and some of the solutions that we must focus on, or we must yes, the solutions. The first idea is the gender equality. So the gender focus mostly in on the girl child, but the how does this impact the boy child? The boy child may feel overlooked. So what must we do? We should balance the support for all genders. Another idea is challenging gender stereotype. Mostly the girls are actively told to express how they feel, to speak out, by the boys are taught to suppress their emotions. So they must be taught how to express themselves emotionally. Ending gender-based violence, male abuse victims are unsupported. This we have had cases whereby husbands are being abused by their wives, and they go to the police and they are laughed at or ridiculed or called names, such things. But the solution to this is just to support the service for the boys and for the male. And educational empowerment, boy underperforming. The focus is mainly on girls, but now the boys are underperforming and they drop out. So we need mentorship and academic help. Health masculinity. There is a lack of a positive male identity. Like, yes, they more like they are suppressed because of the feminist ideas. So we should promote positive male models and parental roles. For example, absent or weak father figures in villages. Mostly villages, the parents or the fathers are left to go look for the job somewhere, and so the male child is left without the support of a male mentor. So what we must do, support fatherhood and mentors. Like, yeah, the children, if even if the fathers are not present, there's a mentorship that the male models that can mentor the boy child. The inclusive advocacy. Most of the policies, Namibian policies, they focus mainly on the girls, and so the boys needs left out of the policy. Most of the needs of the boys are left out of the policy, so we must include boys in the gender policy. To conclude, feminist set leadership is more rational and equity focused. Here is a little bit of more informations about feminism, and you can just go through it on your own time. This concludes my presentation. I thank you for listening to me, and goodbye.